This game is Farm Manager 2018. Right now, I am in the summer, which is denoted by the sun. One of the issues that I have, you see I didn't get this harvest. I don't have any seasonal employees, so I need to fix that. They come out of these houses. You go over here, and you go over here. This time I'm going to pay close attention. We don't want the 0 out of 5s. We want to get the 5 5s and the 4 5s. Because the 5 5 means that they're more productive. They're at the highest level of productivity. However, we might run out of people to hire. So that's the issue that you're going to deal with. And it's something you have to deal with on a regular basis. Twice a year, you're going to have to deal with the employment issue. So you can see that I'm at a situation where I've gotten all the better employees. So now I have no choice but to get the lesser employees, like the 2s. And I've only got 28 out of 72. So I really need to hire everybody. Otherwise, it's probably unlikely that I'll be able to get any work done. Okay. So I'll just have to deal with it. I'm low on cash. I got a negative balance. We've got an issue here where we've got a lot of plots that were not planted. And I'm not sure why. Some of them might be because they're new plots. And some of them are going to be because of the labor shortage. You will notice that the orchards, which are here, 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 they're all fine. And the reason why is because you don't have to replant the orchards every year. So there's an advantage to having orchards. You should start out with a strategy of having some regular agriculture and some orchards, because you do have to wait a couple years before the orchard trees will be planted. My plan is a continuation of the last episode. I'm going to continue to make greenhouses so that I can bring in income during the wintertime, and so that my seasonal employees will have something to do during the wintertime. The other thing that you will notice, if you've been watching, there was a vehicle that was stuck over here with a box car. It's no longer stuck. It was stuck there for a while, but then I quit the game and restarted, and now it's running again. I'm concerned about any vehicles that might be broken down, so I'm going to come here and go through my list of machines. I'm going to look for anything that needs any repairs. Look like we're doing okay. I can't spend any money on staff, and I've got something that is being researched. It says 65 days. That means by the time the winter comes around, it'll be finished. So one of the things that I discussed in a previous episode is that if you have production facilities, some production facilities, like this is juice, which means it in general comes from fruit. You see we got tomato, cherry, apple. You want them to be near the agriculture that goes into this production facility, because they literally have to transport it. The game is literally going to have people go to the farm, pick the objects, and then they're actually going to drive it to the building and then drive it to the warehouse. So you want to shorten all those distances. Right now I just got everything going to diversify. You can see I got a big hit because we just went into the new month, which is March 7th. Still going up, it's still going up. It says negative 70,000, so I guess it wasn't so bad. I've seen worse. Up to April 7th. That was really weird. It was just March. Oh no, this is July 5th. Okay. I may have, you know what, I changed to Fahrenheit and it changed the date, is what happened. Okay, so my new plan is I'm going to be a little bit more organized. I'm going to make sure that different types of foods are close to the facilities that process them. still working on my plan, which is to build more greenhouses. I believe they cost around $4,000 each. Come over here to find a greenhouse. So I need the cash to do that. If you want to check out your financial status, you come over here. You can see that I did have some income. I need to get this ongoing. The 1.6 million, it's not doing enough. You can see that there is some cash coming in from like raspberries and strawberries and the list of tomato juice, etc. In terms of debt, one of my loans is half paid, another one is quarter paid, and another one is quarter paid. So I cannot take out any more loans right now, and I don't know how much time it will be before I can. Okay, so it looks like I've brought in a little bit of money, but it's not enough to do anything. I'm going to go to the market and see if I can sell anything. We got pumpkins. I don't know if these items are manufactured or anything. And they should be on auto trade. Yeah, that's weird. I didn't see pumpkin. I think it's there. No pumpkin on auto trade. That's really weird. Generally, you want to sell stuff as quickly as you can. You see, like this expires in 2026, and this expires in 2024, and that expires in 2023. It's possible that a lot of this food is in a warehouse with the intention of being used to produce seeds. So in a few days, these are going to go. You see, I got onion seed and I had just sold onions. But I'll harvest more, so I'm really not worried about that. These strawberries need to be produced into frozen strawberries as quickly as possible. So we've got issues here with this seedling that is about to expire. It says 7/8/2023. Why isn't this expired? I don't know. Obviously, anything is in red is going to expire. I'm going to sell it. I'll be fine. So I've got cash now. I'm going to go back to my financial graphs. My machine is broken, but I've got automatic repairs. The engineer will come and fix the machine. There he is. Got a little red truck, fix it real fast. So we're going to check out finances. This is how much income we brought in. It wasn't very much. Over expenses, I guess. So let's see if we can put some of this cash down and build some more of these. You gotta come over here. Unfortunately, you can only do one at a time. I'm not going to spend all of my money. Maybe I'll spend 100,000, so I'm going to buy 25 of them. I've got the staff to do it. I'm going to try buying a windmill to see if it's profitable, because if it is, it could really help me out if I have a problem harvesting. So with the harvesting, you know, part of it is design. Design is making purchases, doing the layout, deciding where things go, building things. Part of it is the maintenance of the vehicles, which you have to do once in a while. But the big thing that you have to pay attention to is you have to hire your seasonal workers at least twice a year. You might have to do it more. So that's the work that you got to put into the game. Is you have to keep an eye on your seasonal workers. If you don't do that, you could lose a lot of money. I don't want to pay for the irrigation systems, so I am going to have to make sure they have access to water. You can see that they're actually building fairly quickly. I think I'm going to keep it right at that. I will put a well, because it's so cheap, I'll put the well over here. And I will put another well right over here, so that they are well. Okay, I still got a lot of cash, so things are looking good. There's a chance I might drop down another 25 greenhouses. So, oh, okay. So I dropped the greenhouses down. Now I have to assign field managers. There's only one fruit. The rest of it is going to be regular crops. So the light green plant is a regular crop, and the dark green is fruit. First, I'm going to do 2 fruit. We will pick Jack, which will be strawberry. And then I will get another one which is fruit related. This one's a good choice. And I will also put strawberry. Okay, now we will do the regular crops. I don't want to do the strong one. Maybe it's a good idea, I'm not sure. You don't want to do the ones with the tractors. You don't want to do the ones with the little factories. You want to do things like this right here. Okay, so I'm just going to go through each one. We'll start with pumpkin. I'm going to go for diversity. The people with special characteristics, like the endurance, that's what the muscle is. You want them to work out in the other fields, I think. I don't know. It's a decision you have to make on your own. But definitely, like the tractor, you want them to work out in the fields. So this is the beekeeper. I will put the beekeeper guy over here. I don't know which one I just did. I don't plan on having a lot of beekeepers. Maybe I'll add it later. We'll figure that out in a later episode. Onion, I believe, is next. My game is a little slow. It's a little bit annoying. It's a lot annoying. Very annoying. Beekeeper. Watermelon. One thing that's missing from the game is good graphs about how well each parcel of land is doing. Red pepper. Not in order. The order changed, so I know potato, I didn't do salt and tomatoes. I might have missed somebody. Cabbage. Okay, maybe the order changed because the supply of seeds, there's no hover information. I believe the supply of seeds ran out. So maybe it sorts it based on seed supply. Okay, so I ran out of people who are qualified for plants. So I guess I will do the one with the endurance. I will do tomato because tomato can be produced into tomato juice, which means I can make more money if I make tomato juice. Wait a second here. Oh, maybe they're all busy. It's possible that everybody's busy, so I don't have somebody to pick from who is qualified for here. That's really tough. Okay, there's a solution. I'm going to pick Charlie, and I'm going to put the fruit, which is strawberry. Okay, so obviously I did not put any intention towards further production with the juice factory. I just don't have the money. You got to pay like $700,000 or $500,000 to develop those industries. I don't have the cash to do it. So I will have to plan that in the future. One thing you may have noticed is that some of my employees are not trained to the full level, so we have to go through the employee training. When you assign someone to a house, they are permanently assigned to that house unless you change them. And these are the houses. So it's easy to go through the houses and look for who can receive training, like Elsie here. Click that. So I'm looking for anyone that's not a 5-5. Definitely got cash, but is that enough to make it through the year? I don't know. Remember last time I was up to 1.5 million. Got a tractor dude. Okay, so I finished off one house. This is going to improve performance. The green is how tired they are. So how long before they take a rest? I know that things like Beekeeper, it's a little weird, but it's easy to do. You place the main property down, and then you add the hives, and then there you have it. That's it. And then you produce honey. It's one product that you're producing, and the honey will keep producing. And they don't have to walk. I don't know if I already did this house or not. No. I'm also going to do manufacturing because I do need people to do manufacturing. I have factories. The factories aren't necessarily running constantly. You might have downtime with the factories because you run out of supply. This is really going to make a big difference. They're all going to work a lot harder because of what I'm doing. You see here, the skill of strength affects the maximum working time without rest, and then affects the size of the harvest, so you produce more when you have the orchard skill. We're going to get to the point where my employees are all leveled up. I've already gone through these houses. This might be the last house. One of the ways you can get fertilizer is by having animals. Animals will produce fertilizer. Don't have to buy it. You do have to have it. If you run out of fertilizer, your plants won't grow. And unfortunately, you know what? We'll see if we can get fertilizer up here on the top. Maybe that's a smart idea. As far as I know, you can't, but we're going to find out. Okay, I don't see an option. Just choose resource. So let's see if we can get, seeds could be important too. Things like the sprays might be important. Let's try sprays. We need that. Okay, so the training is now finished. We're going to have to worry about that. Yeah, you don't want to run out of those chemicals. So I'm guessing instead of output, you want to move it more towards input. Chemical fertilizer. Look at that. I'm really low on fertilizer. I don't think I used liquid manure. Liquid manure uses a different machine to distribute the supply of manure. Wow, okay, so I went through everything. I think I'm going to leave it at that. Maybe I'll get the liquid manure. Might be more efficient to use it. So now I've got input. You can see that I'm low on the supply of fertilizer, so I'm going to go to the market and I'm going to buy some. Maybe it's going to be under agrochemicals. I'm guessing that you know what? You can probably produce the chemicals on your own. So I believe that I've made the purchase, but it has not been delivered yet. That went up by 1, so I must be producing those products. We don't have appropriate warehouse building for that product. Okay. It's got a lot of cash, that's for sure. So what building do you use for? It says, I thought this was for renewal. Oh, that's for silage. Okay. So we will put manure. I guess it needs to have road access, so I might have to build a little road, fit it in right there. I can put houses over here, I can put manure over here. People in general like to live right next to wherever the store is. Obviously that's a joke. I can put it right here. I'm going to go for that. And then I will purchase those items. I'm pretty sure that I do not have the liquid manure machine. Let's see what we got here. Small garage. Fertilizer. I'm looking at the width, that's 20, that's 10, that's 10. That's liquid, that's non-liquid, and this is chemical. So we've got 3 different types over here. They all require the big tractors. So I'm going to buy one of each. I'm guessing I must not have made the purchase. I don't know if this is number 4. We're going to go with number 3. Okay, this has to go in a different building. Now you can ask, how do you know what to buy? There is a way to do it. There's no empty garage for that machine. You got small, you got medium, cardboard. So we could put it here, we could put it here, we could put it here. And I'm going to have to wait for it to be built. I like to fit things in as well as possible. I'm going to put it over here. Okay, so we're going to have to wait for those to be built before we can do anything. I don't have any animals. They apparently didn't make it. I'm going to buy 6. We've got a building over here. I needed to make a purchase of a machine. How did I buy machines? I was going to buy this machine. I believe it goes, it's better to there are scarecrows, so I would suppose that if we do this and put it, wow, look how small that is. I don't know what the fence is for, but I have the feeling that I'm going to find out someday. I'm sure that these scarecrows will be extremely effective. Okay, so I put some of the scarecrows in. I'm going to take a break, so I will see you next episode.